Good morning, Bulldogs. Today is Thursday, January the 7th. I hope you all had a good first day back yesterday. Thank you for those of y'all that got your work in and turned in on time. If you haven't completed yesterday's assignment, make sure you do so you can get credit for attendance. We're going to go to today's assignment, which is a reading passage. Let me get in the right spot. It is called Snowy Town. We are starting fiction this week. Everything we've done so far and all the stories we've read have been nonfiction. This one is fiction, so it's going to have a characters, a plot, and a setting. It's in 2 different pages. So I'm going to pull up this one, which is the first page. So the image 1214 is the first page. All right. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. Johnny took his dog, Scruffy, out for a walk on a cold day in December. He bundled up in his heavy winter coat and put on his thick wool cap and heavy mittens before he said goodbye to his mom. Outside the front door, the whole world was like a winter wonderland. There were icicles hanging from tree branches and banks that rose all the way up to Johnny's knees. Scruffy was excited to be outside and scampered around, digging in the snow and jumping into drifts. Johnny was also glad to be out in the cold air. The blizzard that left all this snow had raged for 2 days, and he hadn't been allowed to go outside, even just to catch some air. They walked through Johnny's neighborhood, passing people who looked glad to be outside, too. A few blocks down, Johnny saw his friend Marcus building a snowman with his big sister Marie. "Hi, Marcus," Johnny called out. He walked over to the snowman. "Hey, Johnny, you want to help?" Marcus was patting the bottom part of the snowman with his glove, while Marie was rolling together the second section of the snowman, packing the snow together to make sure it stayed in a round shape. Johnny walked over and wrapped Scruffy's leash around Marcus's mailbox. Together, Johnny, Marcus, and Marie built an amazing snowman. They fashioned a long, pointy nose out of many small twigs pulled together in a tent shape, and eyes out of bruised green apples Marie found in the house. They made the snowman's arms out of 2 longer sticks, setting them up to make it look like he was waving. Sometimes Johnny would look over and Scruffy would be digging again, but he mostly sat patiently watching Johnny and Marie work. All right, pull up 12. There we go. When they were all done, Marcus and Marie's mom came outside to see their work. "That's an amazing snowman," she said. "Does anyone want hot chocolate?" All 3 kids and Scruffy ran into the house and warmed up. After about an hour, Johnny decided it was probably time to go home. The sun was beginning to set, and it was starting to get very cold. As he was saying goodbye to Marcus, Marie, and their mom, Scruffy ran out into the yard, ignoring all their calls to stop and come back. All of a sudden, Scruffy jumped up and gave the snowman a big bear hug. "Oh no," Johnny yelled, and he ran out to the snowman, which was now a pile of snow and sticks on the ground. Marie and Marcus ran out behind him. All 3 looked down at the remains of the snowman, and then at Scruffy, who was staring up at them, panting and smiling. "Oh, well," Marcus said, "we can build another one tomorrow." Johnny apologized for Scruffy and clipped the leash back into his collar. Marcus was right. Tomorrow was a new day and could mean another snowman. Johnny walked Scruffy home as the sun set. Maybe tomorrow he would build a snow dog. Right, and then go to the forms, and you have 10 questions. What is Scruffy? What is the climax of the action in the story? So what is the turning point? Marcus is not upset after Scruffy knocks over the snowman that he, Johnny, and Marie built. What evidence from the story supports this statement? So you're proving it with whatever your answer is. Based on the events of the story, what can be concluded about Scruffy? What is the theme of this passage? Remember, the theme is like the moral of it. Okay, it's not the main idea, but what is the point of the story, or what is the moral of the story? 6 says, read the following sentence from the passage Outside the front door, the whole world was like a winter wonderland. There were icicles hanging from tree branches and snowbanks that rose all the way up to Johnny's knees. What does the phrase a winter wonderland mean? 7. Choose the answer that best completes the sentence. Marcus, Marie, and Johnny build a snowman. Blank, Scruffy knocks it over. What does Johnny yell after Scruffy jumps on the snowman? At the end of the story, what does Johnny think about doing tomorrow? And does the story have a happy ending? Explain why or why not using evidence. So you're proving your answer. When you get finished, hit submit and turn it in. And that is your assignment for today. Have a great day.